Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, hello. I'm Janet. Namaste. And welcome to the 2023 numerological scope. And it is a pleasure to spend and share this space with you all. For those of you that are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much. I am an energy healer. I am an intuitive and a numerologist and a hypnotherapist. I've been practicing for 20 years professionally. And my gift to you all is really of sharing the tips and tools that I use and that I can teach and pay it forward so you can navigate through your lives and your destiny with grace, with ease, and with certainty. So how do we do that? The first step is actually understanding and being able to discern and decipher different messages that the universe is giving us, that is sending to us. Because when we are aware and awake and alert, then what happens most often than not, we don't feel that life is happening to us, like that we are victimized by it. In fact, it's the opposite. We know that whatever is arriving in our path is here as a gift. It's here to awaken us, to awaken different attributes of appreciation, of honor, of looking of what is the lesson instead of what is the punishment. So what I would like to do is make a promise to you all, and I don't promise. It's not that I don't promise, I keep promises. I don't make promises that I cannot keep. But my promise to you is to leave you with a personal solo episode of the numerology of the month for the entire year, at least in 2023. I know that that is what I'm able to do, and I don't overpromise and underdeliver. I rather overdeliver and underpromise. So right now, as I am recording this right now for you all, it is the last week of December of 2022, and we all have gone through it. That is the truth. And of a big awakening has shifted, I think, and a big awakening has transpired in us all. And when I say that things have shifted, our perception, our value system has definitely upgraded, for sure. Things that we thought were important in the past, of certain material things, superficial things, they minimized in nature in comparison to the things that perhaps that aren't so visible is what matters most, like the energy of love, the energy of caring, the energy of compassion, of unity, things that you can't really measure with a barometer. It's just a feeling, it's honesty, it's truth, it's light. So my gift to you all is to tune in now to a brief numerological overview of what to expect in 2023. And then later on, make sure that you tune in of every first week of every month, because I will be sharing another episode depending on what the month is. So it'll help you navigate through any challenges or tribulations or detours. Know that every pivot that is given along the path, when you become really good at the pivoting, then there's this energy of flow instead of like this feeling of like anytime that like, oh no, here's another detour that happened. Here's, the rug that was pulled underneath me. Instead of feeling defeated, what you will really like, what I would like to see in you all is the success of being able to navigate through those pivots. It's like an athlete, basketball player, football player. If they are hung up on them like missing the touchdown or the 3-point shot or whatever it is, and they're going to be harping on that, then you get stuck there. You then cannot really be in the moment, in the present moment. So what I would like to do for now is to share the numerology of 2023 and perhaps give you a broader scope of what is yet to come so you can better be prepared. And it's not of being prepared of disasters. It's navigating, being able to reach your highest potential throughout the year. So without further ado, one thing that I want to share before we begin with that is that on January 15th, I do an annual vision quest every single year. This is actually the 10th year, which is wild. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years professionally as an energy healer and intuitive, doing readings and the Destiny program. But in terms of the vision quest, this is my 10th year doing that. And what that is that this is, besides numerology, we each have a specific soul's blueprint. So we're going to tune into that. And then utilizing your own soul's blueprint and the numerology and learning how to manifest using declarations and affirmations. And we're going to be doing meditations and hypno, and it's just going to be amazing. We're going to share and together in that space of month by month with whom and with what of how to navigate your own personal numerological and vision quest of 2023. This is something that you should not miss. And you can just go on janetnamaste.com to join up until December 31st. You have a special discount and all of the info is in the show notes. So definitely check it out. And then you can sign up. Actually, you could sign up all year, but if you want to sign up before the 15th, please do so. And would love to see you all live. And now on to the 2023 numerological overview. So each specific number has an energy associated with it. So if we break it apart, 2023, and if we add them all together, it equals the number 7. So the energy of 2, I want to break them up separately so you can understand how it all like how the catalyzation happens, how everything integrates. The energy of 2 is the energy of union. It's the energy of, it's a feminine energy. It's a yin energy. So it also, there is a sense of fluidity with the number 2. It is ruled by the moon. The moon is very nurturing. The energy of 0 is the numerological aspect is actually, it's not no, it's not none. It's actually all the culmination of all the numbers combined together. It's of all there is. It's like the 0 field. That's where actually miracles happen, is when you can manifest like the greatest things that you've always desired, is when we tune into the 0 field. And stay tuned. Actually, I'm going to share a special meditation that I did for the manifesting masterclass that I did earlier in December. So the number 0 is of everything, of the combination of everything. It has to do with the law of one, that we are not separate. We're actually all united. When we think that we're separate, then that's the energy of the ego that overshadows and overpowers the essence of our unique soul. We're unique souls having a human experience, but together, the culmination of it all is actually the law of one. It's the law of everything. So that 0 is the culmination of all that there is, every single number combined. And then again, we go into the 2, which is again, the moon energy. And then the number 3. Number 3 is ruled by Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, or it's influenced by Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of amazing prosperity, of abundance, of blessings, of expansion. And if you combine all of that, right? And 3, actually also, let's go back into 3. Let's take a step back. 3 is also the energy of creativity as well, of really of tuning into the inner child, of tuning into that little baby Janet, the baby Jeremy, the baby I don't know, James, whatever your name is. It's tuning into the essence of your inner child that is within you, and of learning how to love yourself, how to really remember that you are not just this adult, you are a child of God, you're a child of the Creator. And we came here to enjoy the beauty of the creations that God, the Creator, Source, Light has given us. So the energy of number 3 is that playful energy. It's joy. It's like a cherub kind of energy as well. Very creative, but there's also shadow aspects of it, because you can be very joyful, but if you eliminate that joy, you're not tuning into that, then that's the energy of feeling inadequate or depressed. And same thing with the number 2. If it's this nurturing energy, if you neglect the nurturing energy, then it's this feeling of the opposite is the shadow, which is the shadow aspect of feeling lonely or misunderstood, or feeling insecure, perhaps not being able to trust. So we have to learn, especially on this planet Earth, we learn through duality, the light and the dark. And when we are, the way that we actually learn about the light is when we've experienced shadow, aspects of the shadow, because that's where appreciation really like gets to solidify. It adheres to our soul when we have experienced certain aspects of feeling neglectful, or of really feeling vulnerable and getting hurt. So we learn through those experiences of how that light will always, no matter what, dissipate the darkness. And by how is by it's constant work. And believe it or not, it's easier to be in the light than in the dark. There's like, the light energy, the happy energy is like so free, and you feel amazing. The vibrations are high. And that's the way that we read numerology. That's the deciphering of that beautiful language of numerology, is being able to read each particular vibration, each particular number has a certain patterning associated with it. And the number of our year is more than just a symbol. It's energy vibrations, it's frequency. And each year governs a specific vibration. This year, if you combine all those numbers, it's a number 7 year. It's a 7 universal year. So no matter where you live in the world, whether you are in Czechoslovakia, if you are in China, if you are in the United States, wherever you are, all of us as a collective consciousness, universally, we are all the common denominator. What is in the background music all the time is a number 7 energy. And number 7, the only day then it actually, there's a little bit of an overlap or separate of like where it goes from a 6 to a 7, and then from a 7 to an 8 is usually on December 31st to the 1st of January, during that period of time where it kind of like, it's just a 12-hour period where that happens. So going back to a number 7, actually, it's like a lightning rod. Okay. And it's a lightning rod that it's like, this energy where it connects us to the heavens, to the divine. And the number 7 is very sacred in many religions and in many cultures and faiths. And it is very sacred in the spiritual realm as well. We have 7 chakras. There's 7 days of the week. There are, there's 7 reveals also the connection between the energy of heaven and of earth as well. So what we are learning also is of how to navigate of this specific vibration, which is ruled by the energy of Neptune. Neptune is a planet of illusion or dream come true. What is real? What is not real? So what will be throughout this year is actually of removing the false sense of perception, of illusion, and tuning into of mastering your dreams, creating your dreams and making them into a reality, because you can all do it. It's just of putting and prioritizing. I mean, I'm a Capricorn. I'm about scheduling and about being organized. So when all of these energies during this year kind of feels, and I don't want to say scattered, it's a very introspective time, to be completely candid with you. And at times when there is great introspection, there are times the shadow aspect is doubt. What is real? What is not? What is it's about removing yourself from the matrix of what society, quote unquote, wants us to believe in, and tune into your own truth and really honor that. Really honor that. We're not here to convince anyone of our truth. They don't live inside of us. They don't know the nuances of our souls, our experiences. So it's really owning in on the sacredness of our own experiences and being able to share that in a very supportive and sacred way when it's asked for, in a sense, not just to give unsolicited advice to those that really either they don't care or they are just not at that vibration to hear what it is that you are saying. It's not that there's one person higher or lower. We're all learning here. We're all at different levels, and we've all had different experiences that perhaps some barriers are thicker than others. And other people, they're more of an archetype of a student that are open and willing to learn and to absorb, not learn and be convinced of something, but learn objectively. And that's this kind of year. It's an objective kind of higher education learning, any type of spiritual education, knowledge, esoteric, mysticism, mystical knowledge, spiritual retreat, any type of new, even like of meditation, taking up a yoga of meditation, journaling, utilizing the thoughts that are inside of us, this wind energy, and putting it down to paper or expressing it in community in a very sacred, soulful way will definitely benefit you all individually and even those around you, because as your vibrations raise up, so do the vibrations of the world, because you are a beautiful light, and you yourself can, just by your energy, and you can feel it in a room when someone has this aura associated with it, and you're like, wow, they're connected. They're definitely connected. I want some of that good juju. How do I get it? We can all get it. We all have access. There's no segregation, or when it comes down to the ones that can have the light and the ones that cannot. We can all do it. It has to do with going within, finding your truth, because when you connect with your higher self, and tap into that inner wisdom that is inside of you. That's what I teach in my destiny program, is what is fate and free will, and how to navigate into the doors of destiny. How you navigate into the doors of destiny is really having this cycle of connecting to your higher self every single day, a certain meditation practice, something that is honorable for yourself that no one could ever take away, because that is what builds up that life force inside of you, that barometer, that when there are certain things that happen in our life that we feel that are uncontrollable, like the all of a sudden, the perception of catastrophes. I say perception because we live in Maya, we live in, Earth is an illusion, right? Whatever is real is actually the connections that we make and the soulful experience that is real. But of what our perception and what is appearing to be real, that's an illusion. So this year, you're going to really, like, we want to build up that life force inside of you. We want to own in on your truth and all of the good stuff, the good juju. We don't want anything diluted. We want it to be concentrated with pure essence of your light. How do we do that? Well, focus on your own personal growth and development. This really is a year to delve into philosophy, into studies, into soul family. Like when I say soul family, we're letting go of things that no longer serve us, right? Like we do every single year, and we start thinking about, all right, what are my resolutions this year? I can't repeat what I did last year, and what can I repeat? What would I like to embellish and expand on more? But what is important is really to stay open-minded and really receptive. You're going to learn, because the more that you connect your higher self through meditation, through journaling, whether it be walking outside in nature, whether it be joining a community that you feel comfortable with, but it's also taking some solo time as well, because that's important. We are never alone. We're never, ever alone. Even when we're taking solo time, we are connected with so much light and entities of light, and our masters and angels and guides that are around us, which, yes, that's true. You know, it may be a little woo-woo for some people that are tuning in, but I'm going to share my truth. This is the year of sharing the truth, right? So when we are attuned to that, then we're able to decipher of what is intuition and what is logic. And intuition, you'll be able to hear that voice of intuition when you do meditate. You'll be able to hear and the sounds of your voice, the soul voice, the voice of your soul, and you'll be able to decipher of what is real and what is not real, what is good for you, what is not good for you, what adds on to the value of the vibrations of your essence, and what does not. So it will be a very honorable year if you really work on yourself. You'll feel lighter. You'll emerge this year like feeling lighter, feeling happier, being connected to your true path. Because that introspective time that you give yourself, honor it. You deserve it. You'll be asking all the questions why. Like literally like a little child. Remember I was saying 2023, 3 is like the code of the inner child. You're gonna go into that essence of that number 3 and be like, but why? But why? Why does this happen? Why? And we don't want to be that child that gets hushed by, parents or someone that just didn't have quote unquote time to answer the questions why. You are going to be asking those philosophical questions of why, how, and why. So this is a very soul searching time. It's a beautiful time. The best question you could ever ask is why, and then just delve, even further. Why? Because you're made up of love. That's why. So go further. You're going to be going even deeper of your achievements, and writing a list of all your goals and affirmations that you want to share with the world. But how are you going to share with the world? You have to honor your intuition. That's the only way. Is this person great for my tribe? In my, the union, the soul family? Should I go on this trip? Should I not go on this trip? This is the year of investing in your soul worth, in your soul value. That is the only way that we could step ahead into what is going to be in 2024, because that's going to be a real powerful year. But in order for you to open up and unravel those gifts that are going to be coming in 2024, you need to learn the trust. This is the energy of trust. It requires stillness. It requires that feeling of confidence when you quote unquote think you're by yourself. So definitely tune into that inner guidance. How? Journaling, meditation, mindfulness. That's, I teach a couple of times a year, a mindfulness program. Sign up, be part of the group. Go on to, I have a Soul Star membership that I opened up for the community, for the world. It's a global community where people all around the world, they tune in twice a month. I show up live, tuning into the energy. We meditate, we do healings, we share resources. It's a beautiful thing. But you can sign up to mine, or you could sign up to others that you feel that you're connected to. But that's a great way to be on a routine of some sort that feels that you are nurturing yourself, that you're feeding yourself all the good juju. And mindfulness, really, it's the It's the practice of being present, of being in the moment. And that's where the real gift is. It's in the moment. It's when you're looking in someone's eyes and there's this beautiful connection. There's this synergy that happens. It's a magnetic attraction, magnetic pull, this tug or pull that happens between when two souls unite. That's how you're going to be able to discern in the year of 2023. But the key is you must meditate, mindfulness, journaling, own into the sound of your voice, because it's a year of the truth seeker, the year of the philosopher, the year of, it's a yin energy, feminine energy. There's masculine and there's feminine. This is not about gender. This is about each of us have that yin and yang energy that is within us. And the yin is the even numbers for the most part, are usually yin, but this particular energy is a very feminine energy as well. It's a softer energy that comes in for us to be more receptive. And when we are receptive, there will be amazing breakthroughs. Amazing. Like, Oprah Winfrey's aha moments, which I love Oprah. Love her. Her aha moments. This is the year of the aha moment. This is the year where you could really own in and tune into and perhaps discover your soul's purpose. How? By investing the time, investing when I say your resources, it's not just about money, it's about time. It's what you choose to invest your time in. Choose wisely, and you'll be able to really discover your soul's purpose this year. Truly, it's a year of cleaning up and preserving Mother Earth. There's also, it's very important that we honor Gaia, the planet that we are on. This is, we're just paying, we're renters. This is not our real home. We're renting. We need to be and honor our land, our community, the air that we breathe, the foods that we digest and that we ingest, the water that we drink. Conserve and be mindful in that, because it's very important. We are in this together. That's the zero. And as far as I'm concerned, that zero is going to be here for quite some time, for at least, another 80 something years until it comes into 21 something, right? So while we're here on this planet Earth together, please, let's try and conserve and make this a better place, because that is what is going to be tested as well, is the way that about earthly conservation, and of a lot of fossil fuels and minerals and different ways of energy forces. So energetically, the emotions that are going to be tested is going to be about our trust in the divine. Okay, when I say the divine, is life happening to me or for me? And also relationships. This is a year of a lot of intimate and soulful relationships, not necessarily I'm not speaking about sensuality and sexuality, and but it's of greater depth as well. This is a year of where we will be testing our faith and forgiving the ones that we thought betrayed us, or perhaps maybe we betrayed others thinking that we were doing the right thing. So now that we know better, we do better, right? A Maya Angelou quote, which is one of my favorite quotes. We must, every single day, instead of beating ourselves up of the mistakes or the shames and the hurts and the betrayals that we may have endured, or deflected or projected, or on the contrary, it has been projected in on us. We've all experienced pain and hurt. This is the year where we no longer can ignore that inner voice. We've had those moments. We're learning through trial and error. So forgive. It's an energy of faith or fear. Faith or fear. You get to choose. And instead of like beating the crap out of yourself, this is a year of integrating all of the wisdom that you learned and honor your intuition, honor your experience, honor those relationships, and be grateful for it. Be grateful because you get to create that spaciousness inside of you for miracles to come in. The stone for this year is amethyst. Amethyst teaches us about truth. It connects us also to our higher self, our intuition. This is our third eye I'm pointing here, but it's also our pineal and our pituitary connects over there. I have a big amethyst right here. Big, big, big. I always have an amethyst by everyone in my family. By our bedside, by our nightstand, we have amethyst. Amethyst helps neutralize any bad dreams or negative thought forms. And when there's negative thought forms, that can exacerbate into certain addictions, and not necessarily drugs, but yes, this is a year of like, don't mess around with overdoing it with recreational drugs. Make sure that, I know that there's definitely going to be some breakthroughs in microdosing and things like that, of where it opens things up. Make sure that you are with, I'm not a doctor, by the way, or a lawyer. This is all for entertainment purposes. But make sure that if you are doing these kind of things, it's very Neptunian, it's very number 7-ish, to kind of like go into that like dreamy state, that you're in a safe environment. And it's just very important. I'm not condoning any type of chemical stuff, not at all. I'm just saying that this is a year where you're going to see a lot of that, and where it may seem that sometimes like life is a daydream, and we don't want that. We want to be in reality at times, because that's where the magic happens, not habits. That's where the magic happens. It's in the moment, not when we're in la la land of illusion. We may get the most incredible ideas through that imagination, but take those ideas and put them into action, because that's where, the greatest inventors, where do you think they got those messages from? From the number 7 energy, from the creator, from being in tune. So going back, amethyst is great where it helps balance out any type of negative addictions. So I like to have that by the bedside, because we have those hidden subconscious thoughts. As a hypnotherapist, my goodness, as I do past life regression, there are things that many are, I want to say, they revere their past experiences, even if they were bad or good. It's like almost like that emotional charge. The bigger the charge, the more it adhered to the soul memory. So when I do any type of regression work, we go into the subconscious, and you yourself, you have full control in that sense, and removing the fears that were associated with certain experiences, and integrate them into the highest potential that you could use in today's world, in 2023, or whenever you're watching this video. So this is a year where you can take your greatest imaginative, creative ideas and put them onto paper and start creating, and then celebrate those small wins. Like, even though you're like, well, I wanted to create a multi-billion-dollar company and be a philanthropist. Well, maybe you created a $10,000 company and you start giving from that, or 20,000 or $10, whatever it is, or a billion or a million, whatever this is. Start celebrating those small wins. Don't feel that you have to restrict, and those small wins, and then go on and focus in every single day, a little bit at a time. Make it a habit, because the key to success this year is really to allow yourself to give yourself healthy doses. When I say escape from the matrix, in a sense, It's going into the introspective, into connecting to yourself, your higher self, of what it is that you desire. This is a year where the color purple also will neutralize. There's different colors. I have a chromotherapy class. You could go on Janet Namaste /school and you can take a look at that. There's a chromotherapy class that teaches you about different colors and they have different frequencies and how you can heal yourself and start manifesting utilizing color. That's the way energy and the angels, the guides, God speaks to us, the creator, through colors, through numbers, through symbols, through metaphors. So the color this year is purple, and that is equivalent to a number 7. And what else can I tell you about number 7? It is a year also. It is a time of honoring also that that support that you have given yourself. The fact even of honoring of all that has transpired the past couple of years, or even the past 9 years. Last time that we were in the 7 was 2016. And 2016, if we look back in 2016 and see what it is that transpired throughout that time, not 2016, wasn't 2016, sorry. 2016 was not a 7 year, it was 2014. My apologies, my math, right away I went into 16. 2014 has a similar pattern as this particular year, 2023. Well, 2014, if you look back of all of those lessons and attributes that you may have attained, write them down. Go back, really look back. You could go through now with our phones. We could go look in the memories, and you're going to take that and say, now it's time for spiritual maturation. I am ready to step into the highest, the greatest good of 2023, be the best I could possibly be, and take concrete steps towards my dreams, this long-term goal that I had in my heart. This is now the year where you can actually attain those things. So soul family, community, meditation, trusting your intuition, do it. The world is yours. The world is ours. We're in this together. So thank you so much for tuning in. This was your 2023 numerological scope. It's an honor to share, and I will be posting some new pods every single month. I will be doing solo episodes, sharing the energy of the month, and be sure to check out the Soul Star membership, where you can have these beautiful community time with me. I show up live. There's so many pre-recorded things there as well. You have access to all the archives. Every single month, I write booklets and PDFs that you can dive into and really assess your progress in such a beautiful and loving way. And the amazing teachers and the support that we have from so many amazing, beautiful souls it's a gift. So check it out. Give yourself that gift this year of the Soul Star membership. Give yourself the gift this year of honoring your truth, and follow the path of your heart. It'll never steer you wrong. Pivot when you need to pivot, but take your time. Trust in that voice. Until next time, thank you so much. Many blessings to you all, and have a blessed year. Namaste.